Hey everyone, welcome to this month's work from home November instructional videos. Today we are going to do something that takes me back to our original founding of our company. We're going to make a date syrup. The date latte was our first signature drink that we did at our cafe when we opened 9 years ago. As always, I have Minka with me today. She is hungry as usual. So in your box you're going to find dates. You're going to find the world's greatest coconut milk, and you're going to find some cardamom seeds. We're going to combine these in two different ways today to make two different drinks. Both super tasty, just super different, and I think it's going to be a lot of fun. If you come up with your own concoctions with these drinks, send those to me. We love hearing from people to figure out, hey, these people are doing some fun things. Tag us on Instagram. We're all ears. We're all about you taking what we provide you and going in a different direction than maybe what we went in. A little bit about the dates. These are from a farm called Dates by Duval. They are one of the original date farms in the Coachella Valley. These are honey dates. They're not your standard medjool dates, but they're a bit sweeter, a little juicier, and there's something really, really special. We only see them at the farmer's market in Santa Monica, so I jumped on these and got them for everyone this week, and in 2 weeks if you're on a 2-week plan. Yes, I see you, my little dear. So, without any further ado, let's jump into making the date syrup that we're going to use in both drinks, and then we will walk through all the other drinks one at a time. So, date syrup, you're going to take your dates, you're going to want to pit them, and I'll explain. You don't have to pit them to make the syrup, but you're going to be left with a nice little paste that we're going to make into something to eat with some bread and feta in a minute. So good. So you're gonna pit 100 grams of dates. You're gonna put 300 grams of water. I'm not showing you this because you're gonna have to let it simmer on your stovetop for 15 minutes. And I've already started 15 minutes ago doing this. So here we go. So it really smells phenomenal. You don't need to add any sugar to this to make the syrup. And you're just gonna strain this out. I would grab a muddler just so you can squeeze out all the juice. And just press it through the strainer, get all of the liquid out. And what you're left behind is like a really nice, not super sweet date paste that you can put on top of some bread with some feta cheese. Don't knock it, it's a great combination. Feta, dates, and some whole wheat bread there. You have yourself a semi-healthy snack. So we're gonna squeeze all of this out. I mean, you can squeeze a lot of moisture out and really get the date syrup pretty thick. And I'll show you what it looks like in a second here. And it's just fantastic. But just to show you what it looks like after the fact, take a little bit of this date paste, put it on your feta with some bread. Here's a little side recipe for you guys. Can't go wrong. You can eat that for breakfast or lunch. All right, little monster. There you are. So once you have your date syrup and everything's squeezed out, you are ready to start making drinks. And this is what it's going to look like when it's done. You get this beautiful brown color. Oh, I'm making a mess here. Sorry. And there we have it. So, the first drink, we're going to do our standard AeroPress Prismo espresso setup. So AeroPress Prismo, if you're one of the first 30 people to sign up for this box, you have this at home. This is one of our favorite ways to make so-called espresso at home. It's easy, it's fast, and it gets you pretty close to what you need if you're making drinks. So we're going to start with 25 grams of coffee into the AeroPress with the Prismo attachment. Get your boiling water ready, which this was on the boil already. We're gonna add 50 grams of water to this. I see you, little miss. All right. I'm gonna stir pretty aggressively here, and we're just gonna let it sit for a minute. And then we're gonna press this out, and voila, we're going to have espresso. Okay, so that is set up, ready to roll. The next bit of the puzzle, we're going to take our coconut whipped cream. This brand, I think our oatmeal vendor found this brand for us, and she loves this. This stuff is super thick. You almost don't even need to put it in a whipped cream canister like this and hit it with nitrogen, or rather the gas. But because we're trying to do things fancy, we're gonna try it out. Here we go. And if you're gonna, don't use the whole can on this because we need to hold a little bit back for the second drink we're making tonight. So just keep some of it behind for later. Hi, I see you, my little monster. All right. There we go. And it's been about a minute, so we're gonna press our espresso out. And then we're gonna get the whipped cream ready, the date syrup's ready, and we're gonna jump right into our drink making. So, after a minute, you're gonna give it one final stir, right here, and then we're going to press this out. There we are. Takes a little bit of muscle. And here we have as close to espresso as you can get for 20 bucks at home. Give your dog a treat, and let's continue. So we got our whipped cream in here, our coconut whipped cream in here. Little charger. Give it a shake. All right, and because this is so powerful, I like to shoot it into a different container first. All right, and we're gonna spoon this into a cup, but you can see it's just beautiful, velvety coconut whipped cream. It smells amazing. All right, so we got our espresso, we got our date syrup, and we got our coconut whipped cream. Get yourself a fancy wine glass because today's election day and we're probably all gonna need a little bit of alcohol on top of this. I'm gonna put my espresso in first. Give myself a couple ounces of date syrup just to sweeten life up a little bit today. There we are. And then spoon in as much whipped cream as you want. I don't like a ton of whipped cream in this, but I'm just gonna put enough to float on top of here. The other way to use the whipped cream is to get a stand-up mixer, chill this overnight in a fridge, and then just dump it into the stand-up mixer and let it just go to town for 5 minutes, and you'll get like true to life super whipped cream out of that with that coconut vibe. So, and here we go. Drink number one. All right, I lied. I used a lot more coconut cream than I wanted to. So here you go, a nice layered. You're gonna get the sweetness from the date syrup. The coconut cream is gonna give you a little bit of mouthfeel, and obviously the espresso gets you a ton of flavor. That is just delicious. You might even want to just spoon this whole thing together. And so this is a play on an old classic drink, right? An espresso con panna, but you're mixing with a little date syrup, and then the panna is not whipped cream, but it's coconut whipped cream. I could drink this all day. So that's drink one. Now you're asking yourself, Bobby, what about the cardamom? I will tell you what we're gonna do with the cardamom. The second drink we're making, you're gonna do this sort of a day beforehand, right? We're going to make a cardamom infused cold brew. And the way to do that is you're gonna bloom the cold brew with the cardamom pods. So we're gonna use 10 grams of cardamom pods into this. And I got 100 grams of coffee. And here we go. You should have exactly 10 grams at home with you. And so what we're gonna do is, we've got 100 grams of coffee in here, 10 grams of cardamom pods. We're gonna bloom that. So we're gonna use the hot water to extract a lot of the flavors out that you wouldn't get with cold water. So by shocking the coffee right out the gate. We're gonna bloom that with 200 grams of water. And what you're gonna do is take a spoon or whatever you have, paddle, saturate all of the grounds first to make sure that all of the coffee is being bloomed and the cardamom is being bloomed, right? So you're gonna smell the cardamom right away. It smells unbelievable. And cardamom is one of those spices that mixes really well with coffee. It holds up to the coffee, it enhances the flavors of the coffee, and it's very classic, right? If you're in the Middle East, they'll just boil cardamom right in with the coffee and then serve it to you sort of Turkish style, right? After it's been bloomed for a few minutes, about a minute, we're gonna add another 400 grams of cold water into the mix here. And we're just gonna let this steep overnight and pretend like I'm disappearing overnight. And voila, we have cardamom infused cold brew. Honestly, this stands up on its own. If you put a little bit of milk and sugar in this, you have yourself a coffee drink right then and there. It smells amazing. You can drink this just straight up. Honestly, we should just put this on tap at the cafe and serve it as a cold brew option, and maybe one day we will. So once you have your cardamom cold brew, we're going to build our next drink. So we're going to use 2 ounces of cardamom cold brew here. 2, and I'm making a mess. And again, grab your date syrup, 2 ounces of date syrup. And again, you can use more syrup or less syrup, just depends on how sweet you want it, how datey you want it, if you will. And I'm going to put in about 2 ounces of coconut milk here, coconut cream, and 2. All right. Handful of ice. Give your dog another treat. There you go, buddy. Shake, shake, shake. And there you go. You have yourself coconut cold brew, or cardamom cold brew with coconut milk. Give it a little froth for flavor. That is so good. It's almost like a milkshake. And you can make a date shake and just throw some cardamom cold brew in there and just amp it up like that, but this is just phenomenal. We really should serve that in the shop. That's a hit. So if you played along and you made this at home, shoot me a message. Let me know how it went for you. If you did something else with the ingredients, tag us on Instagram. Show us how you do it. If you made it at home and you want to tag us on Instagram, go for it. We're all about trying to create this community of people making these fun drinks with these boxes. And that's it for us. I hope this was fun for you. I hope it's tasty at home. For me and Minka and everyone at Demitoss, we thank you for signing up for our fun little box here. And we will see you guys in December with a whole new set of ingredients and drinks and fun things to make with those ingredients and drinks. Cheers, everyone. Have a great day.